Well, hello everyone and welcome to Jasmine Everyday Cooking. I'm Huma Siddiqui and as you know, I just love to create just simple, easy, but delicious recipes. Well, today's menu, I think you're going to really like it because I'm going to make these meatballs with our new Sajji Masala, which has more chipotle barbecue kind of flavors to it. And you know, people say meatballs, but when I try their meatballs, it's meat, but it's just made in balls. You haven't really actually tried the real meatballs, which you'll get a chance to do that tonight. And it has to be, you will see the difference between the two things. And also I'm going to serve it with couscous, which is kind of a wheat product. I've always made some rice on the side, but today I decided to make some couscous because, you know, I wanted to introduce this kind of Mediterranean flavors. So couscous with some spicy meatballs on top, and this great Mediterranean salad with some olives and tomatoes. And let's see what else I have in this basket. Some green onions, red onions, cucumber. You will love it. And with, of course, with a little bit of lime juice, a little bit of salt, and some olive oil. So hang in there. You will see all this come together in the next 20-25 minutes. You can't do better than that. Can you? Maybe you can. But let me know if you can. And we will talk about that. So I want to start with the meatballs first. And this has been very popular in my household, regardless of which spice blend I use. My family, especially my son, just loves them. So if I want to make him happy, I'll just make the meatballs. And it works every time. Try it and test it. And also, I wanted to let you know, look at my vegetable basket. I went this morning to Whole Foods, and it's just a delight for a chef to go there and have all the, you know, all the vegetables, all the fresh vegetables, so just look at it. And it's so beautiful. I came back with all these things and I just want to decorate my basket, and it just looks fabulous with all those colors. How can you go wrong? So anyway, I'm just going to warm up some olive oil in here. And you know, we'll make couscous in a minute. It just is a very quick recipe to make. Let's throw in some cinnamon sticks. And all these recipes you will find on our website, whitejasmine.com, once the show is aired. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. And I think I can answer it. But we'll find out. So just let it warm up a little bit. I'm just going to put it on low heat so it doesn't start burning. And now I have some sirloin ground beef is what I want to use. So you also want to, you know, use some good ingredients, because all it is for a good recipe is wonderful fresh ingredients, great spices. You can never go wrong. No matter how, if you haven't cooked before or if you have, but those are some of the things that you always want to remember. Let's add some Sajji Masala to it. And again, we are cooking at Allen Kitchen and Bath on the west side of Madison. Bit of that. A little bit of salt. Not too many ingredients, you know. Just simple, wonderful. This is getting warm, so I'm just going to move that a little bit. Okay, before I mix the meat, I think I'm going to chop up the onions, because our oil is kind of getting hot here. And you can use, I'm just using a yellow onion. You can use any kind, even red if you like it. But I like red onions in my salads more than in the dishes. Just going to throw all of this in here. And what we'll do is we'll take a short break in a minute or so. And I'll mix those spices with the meatballs, with the meat, and make the meatballs while this is kind of working its way. So we'll take a short break, and when we're back, you will see the meatballs, and we'll just throw them in the tomato sauce and then go and make some couscous. So don't go away. Welcome back to Jasmine Everyday Cooking. And as you saw, I started sauteing the onions. Now I added some fire roasted tomatoes, and you know, I've talked about them before. They're just one of my favorite tomatoes if you want to use the canned ones. They just have so much flavor. So they go in right in here, and we'll just add a little bit of salt, a little bit of our chipotle barbecue Sajji Masala. Just, you want to add the flavors to the sauce as well. And then throw in some warm water. There you go. And then I'll start making our meatballs, which are right here. So you mix all the spices in here. And when you mix spices like that, you can also put them on skewers and put them on the grill if you like to grill them. That works out very well in summer. But mix the spices in the meat. Don't try to sprinkle it like some of my friends do. That's not a good idea at all. So here we go. If you like cilantro a lot, you can throw some cilantro in here as well. But we will add some to the sauce. So you just mix your spices, make your meatball. You can make small, big, large, whatever you want. And throw that in here. I have about 2.5 pounds of sirloin meat. So I think it will make almost about 18 to 20 meatballs. Depending on how hungry your audience is. It might be enough for 6 people, it might be enough for 10 people. So here we go. Just keep throwing them in here. And then what I want to do is start on our couscous.